Dan France is in his second year as a member of the Adams State men's and women's swim program. Bryant Johnson welcoming Coach France on for our first interview before, which is a travesty, Coach. It's unfortunate that this is your first conversation with us on KSPK. You've been at Metro State, Colorado Mesa, and now Adams State. When did you decide it was your goal to coach at every RMAC school?
I don't know if it's ever been my goal to coach at every RMAC school. It just kind of happened that way. So I think just word of mouth, there's a lot of good people in the RMAC. And, if you do a good job, people pay attention and, they tend to hire from within. So
first thing you have to be willing to do in a coaching career is sacrifice. And you've moved around a lot to get to this point, to be an established head coach in the RMAC at Adams State. It's been a challenge, though, to go from high schools in Aurora, college for a year in Minnesota, moving around a lot. But why did you take this route and stay so committed to your craft?
I think it's just a matter of it kind of ballooned for me. If I'm being honest, I got into coaching because after college it was the best job I could kind of find, and I kind of found a niche at it, and I constantly improved, and just kind of went where the opportunities were.
You're in Alamosa, where finally you're getting to create your own team. It takes a little bit,
Sure.
And obviously it's still a challenge to become a player in this huge conference. It now includes Texas and various other states. But where do you feel like the program is at from a progression standpoint?
I was pleasantly surprised last year with what we accomplished. I mean, we rewrote all the record books. We're still working on getting the numbers up there, but I always believe in building through quality rather than quantity, and I think we have quality kids. I think this year's freshman class is faster than anything we had last year. So, we should break the records again all this year. So, as long as we continue to do that. But I'm big on the classroom. I'm big on doing things the right way, and that's why I came out here. So,
It's Coach France, Adams State women's and men's swimming. What do you enjoy doing more of, harassing your team in general or shooting baskets by yourself alone in a gym?
I think it's shooting baskets alone in the gym. That's kind of my solitude. It's kind of how I blow off some steam. So, I actually shoot baskets better than I harass people, if it surprises people. So
You're just such an enigma, because you'll be in the gym knocking down shot after shot, then somebody walks in and you stop and leave. It's like your own little private world. You hate interacting with people in the gym, but then you just love giving your team a hard time. But it's one of the reasons why they are a close-knit group.
Yeah.
You see them playing kickball with you last year or messing with you at the women's soccer game. They seem to have fun. How important is that team culture?
To be honest with you, I think it's very important, and we lost sight of that a little bit last year. We got very goals-oriented, and we've kind of come back around to, a happy swimmer is a fast swimmer. So, we're doing a lot more to kind of mix it up and, a balanced lifestyle. I want my kids to work hard when they're here, but when they're out of here, I want them to actually enjoy life and enjoy being an Adams State Grizzly.
Now, how far do you take it with them? Because with me, you want to debate everything. You want to debate Lochte, Phelps. There's no right answer. Have you ever have you ever posed that question to your team and actually split it down the line?
I think they're scared to debate swimming with me because, to be honest with you, I might explain a set and tell them three things that they don't understand every single day. So I think they respect my knowledge for swimming. I don't think they'll challenge me there. But football, other things. I get some harassment from Nick Mankis, who's one of our superstars. He's a Patriots fan, so I just can't let that stand.
Which he wears Texas on his sleeve, right? That he's spent high school in Texas, but then all of a sudden you talk football, Patriots.
He grew up in Maryland, and his dad's a Boston guy, so he's Boston Bruins. He's true. At least he's not a Fairweather fan. He's Boston through and through. But we can't let that stand.
Which it's the definition of a successful father, if you're able to get your son to like the team that you grew up with, even if you don't live in that city anymore.
Yeah.
Now, with this team, we know that there's been a lot of individual progress more with the men. We've seen what Nick has been able to do. The women collectively have been more competitive. So when you look at that separation, how do you try to build two equal programs that are both successful? Can't be easy.
I think what happened last year was I think we were successful on the men's side. It's just, unfortunately, it's a maturity issue. Girls tend to come here a little bit more ready to go, and we, with where we were at last year, we accepted some kids that we knew there was a chance they were going to struggle, and unfortunately we had a little bit more attrition on the guys' side than the girls' side, but we kept the right ones, and we brought in some quality kids. We're probably just about a half a year or a year behind on the guys' side, but next year we'll be up and running, and we'll be good to go.
Dan France with Adams State men's and women's swimming joining us on KSPK. You know, I was just thinking about our conversation about debating sports, and you like all sports, especially basketball, so you can debate anything. But when you're really in a coaching field like swimming, where every 4 years, the Olympics, Phelps, Lochte, there is conversation, you know, Missy Franklin. But how hard is it to converse about swimming with others that really don't know how to walk the walk, talk the talk, and discuss the game like you can?
I don't think it's hard. It's just one of those things. You got to take it in good nature. We as swim coaches in the swim community, we understand it. You know, I couldn't be more proud of how swimmers represented as far as their character and how they go about things in the Olympics. And you know, I think most people really respect, you know, what the swimming culture is in America, and you know, it can only get bigger from here. But you know, as far as debating it, I'm not really concerned. You know, as long as people respect us, and that's what's been great about Adams State is it really is a community. All the coaches are awesome, and you know, they do a good job of supporting, you know, everyone. So
How big can it get for somebody like Missy Franklin that does have a huge Olympics and obviously a little bit of a different capacity than what you're used to coaching? But what can someone like that do to leverage their talent after one great amateur Olympics?
I mean, really, with Missy Franklin, I mean, you couldn't be prouder of the kid. She's going to college. She's turning down $4 million. She probably earned about $18 to $20 million in the Olympics this year, and she's turning it down. So, I mean, it shows that she's about the team. She really wants to experience college swimming, and you know, money's not everything in the end of things. You know, she wants to get the best quality experience and grow, you know, in the best possible way, and she thinks college is the right thing, and I couldn't respect her more for that. So.
All right, Coach. Well, pleasure chatting with you, and good luck throughout the second full year as head coach of Adams State.
I appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
That is Dan France as we continue on with week 2 of KSPK's coverage of Adams State athletics.